Hey there, it's a few days out from my birthday. Most likely put this video out on my birthday, which will be Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. On that day, I will turn 53. I'm Thomas Peterson of Quincy, Massachusetts. My YouTube channel is Tom of Quincy, and here's my story. Back in 17, no, not that far back, 1972, on Easter Sunday, here in the historic city of Quincy, Massachusetts. I'm not sure exactly about the story if it was before or after, but either before or after Easter dinner at my mother's home that she was having my parents at, my mother and dad took a walk. And my mom went into labor. And already in the city of Quincy, the city that my mom has always called home, dad only from neighboring Braintree. And at the time, my grandmother had a home in Quincy, not too far from Quincy City Hospital. At the time, it was called Quincy City Hospital, and then Quincy Hospital, Quincy Medical Center. And now we don't have a hospital in the city of Quincy here in the year 2025. That's an awful shame. It's good news in the city of Quincy that this year we celebrate 400 years as a community since Captain Richard Wollaston settled this land. About 5 years after Plymouth, 5 years before Boston, 1625. But back to 1972, Easter Sunday. My mom goes into labor, and I think they went back to the house and then immediately shot over to the hospital. And I was born in the later part of the day, I think in the evening. So closer to April 3rd than April 1st when it comes to April Fools and all that. Closer to April 3rd, okay, guys? But it was Easter Sunday, so I was an Easter baby. Sometime, hopefully I live long enough. I think it's sometime in the 2050s. There's 2 different years that Easter will be on April 2nd. But since 1972, it's not been. But after all that time, we'll get into the 2050s and have 2 times. I believe I've looked at a 100-year schedule for Easter on that. But yeah, I was born on April 2nd, which was Easter Sunday, and it was 1972, and it was the later end of the day. So I'm not sure if it was before dinner, and obviously dinner went to the side, or it was after dinner. Sorry to say, as much as I try to get information through the years, I can't get any more information because all my grandparents had passed on, and my parents had passed on, and I was trying, when my mom was in real bad health and dad already passed on, trying to get information and family stories and all that as much as she could tell me. And she had some good days in those final years, and it became more and more difficult. I would say my mom, Sweet Donna, had a lot of health issues in the last 3.5 years of her life, and her last hospital stay was 3.5 weeks at South Shore Hospital in Weymouth, Massachusetts, not too far from Quincy. But my dad, Big Tom, my mom, Sweet Donna. And at some point, my grandfather and my father said, "He's no longer little Tom, he's young Tom." Me and my father share the same first name of Thomas, but my father did not want me to be a junior. He wanted me to be my own individual, and I've tried to embrace that throughout my life. So I'm no junior, no junior, no junior. I'm an individual. basically he was always Thomas G or Big Tom, and I Thomas M, Young Tom. But yeah, my birthday's coming up, and it's a lot more challenging than 12 months ago. 12 months ago, I would say it was during historic norms. Eastern Nazarene College was going great, at least from my point of view, and clearly with the shutdown, clearly there was issues back then, but I did not think the place was going to be closing. So 12 months ago, my birthday was a different experience. And yeah, it's been tough. Been very tough. Something has to good happen, and maybe now going into April, you know, maybe just maybe on my birthday on April 2nd, things will start falling into place. But I have to start doing stuff and a little bit more because time's gonna run down. Am I a nervous wreck when I make this video? Not about the video itself, but what's coming? Absolutely nervous. But I have faith in Jesus that he will put me in the right place. And then maybe I had to go through this challenge, and maybe other folks had to go through challenges related to the ENC shutdown. Good people worked at that college. I'm still on the campus. I'm here at the Young apartment building for this recording at my apartment. But things are going to be changing in the next few months. Nothing in the next week or so, but things going to have to change, and hoping for some opportunities coming my way. I should be getting together with at least one cousin, if not on my birthday on Wednesday, at some point during the week when it's convenient, depending on her schedule, because she has a lot going on in her life. And she said something about doing a birthday dinner, and she said next week. That doesn't mean precisely Wednesday, but we'll see exactly what happens. But we need to get together anyway. And it'd be nice to be with at least one family member. If it's not the exact birthday, at least within a few days of the birthday, that would be awesome. And I just wanted to tell a little bit of the story of my birth. I wanted to mention Eastern Nazarene College. I did custodial work at ENC for 32 and a half years, finishing on the shutdown day of December 19th. That was a Thursday, and 2 days later, the big family celebration included the cousin that I speak of. We all got together at her house, actually, and it was her turn to host, and it was a great, great Christmas party for the family. And I've seen her once since the calendar year has switched to 2025, and it'll be nice to see her again next week. Or this week. Yeah, this week. The birthday week. But, yeah. But my YouTube channel is Tom McQuincy. Check out some of my videos and like any of them. Press the like. Get those numbers out there. Share out videos that you think somebody else might want to see. Share the channel out. Subscribe. And for those that have done me the favor, and there's there's over 300 the last time I looked that have done that. Not 3,000, not 1,000,000, but over 300. And I know it sometimes goes down a little, but mostly it's been going up. You know, it's trending up, like the warmer weather's trending, even though not so much every single day, but I don't like it really, really hot. There's a reason why you'll never find me in Florida. I like this weather around here that New England overall gets. Yes, I do. Well, thank you for joining me. I consider this a birthday video, and I'll probably put out something else right on my birthday that is like a 60-second one. But everybody, have a good one!